Hey guys, I am the West Man, and this is my one-stall garage. If you guys are tuning in for the very first time, I just wanted to take a second before we get into the video and tell you a little bit about what I'm going to do here. Originally, I wanted to start this channel filming this so I could document for myself building this rat rod and keep a video diary of it so I can look back and see things so I could maybe make better decisions going forward. And I just thought about it and decided, well, you know what, I'm going to do a YouTube channel and make a fool of myself, have some fun doing it, and that's about that. So I've already got a few videos out there. I'm not on the rat rod yet. I call this thing GASM. And it is a 1973 CJ5. That's what the tub is titled as. So, because it's a 73 CJ5, yes, it is a Jeep. And that tub is the only thing that's Jeep on it. Front half of it is a second generation Chevy S10 chassis. The back half, a friend of mine and I came up with the idea and put those back frame rails together. I merged them together, and you're going to see that in the video. But I just wanted to thank everybody for sharing this journey with me. Like this video, share it, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment, tell me what I'm doing wrong. Maybe I'll even do something right. So for now, let's get into the video. Thank you once again. Like, share, subscribe. Let's get to it. Alright everybody, today the day has come. We are going to move GASM inside. Well, part of GASM. We're going to get the chassis rolled out of there from its resting place from the last several years and try to get the chassis inside so we can start doing some work on it. So I'll give you guys a quick look at it. This is where it's been sitting. I just moved it ahead a couple of feet, and I thought, well, I better get the camera, show you guys. We get inside, I'll do a walk around with it. But this is where it's been sitting. The body's been sitting up here on sawhorses. It lived inside the garage for a long, long time, but I needed the garage for something, and I moved it outside, and it's just kind of been out here now for years. So gonna set you guys back over here, and I gotta needle that thing around to get it going. So before it gets too dark, I'm gonna get after it. This is where it'd be nice to have your grandkids all grown up already. This is what I was looking for. Woo! And a 1 and a 2 and a... Okay, let's try that again. And a 1 and a 2 and a... Missed it by that much.
Don't you be hurting your back. You gotta go to work tomorrow.
Ah, this shows you how old you really are. at it. Yeah, victory is mine. About a 4-inch drop from the floor down into the driveway. So, didn't want you guys to just think I was a wimp. Now let's take a look at it, shall we? So, the front half of the frame is second generation S10. And the back half is all custom work, custom rails. So, when I first put it together 10 years ago, this was the length I wanted it. It's got a 74-inch wheelbase. Center of the back axle, center of the spindle, 74 inches. So, when I bought this rear suspension kit, the coilovers, the ladder bars, panhard bar, which is not on there yet, as you can tell, I didn't give any thought or consideration that there has to be a motor and transmission in there. So when I put that motor and transmission in there, the transmission pan rests right on this cross member for the ladder bars. So, cutting that out and dropping that for transmission pan would give you no place on the inside to re-support that and just like make a bolt in and out transmission cross member. Just didn't like it. Also, with the ladder bars, it leaves next to no room down there between the bar and the frame. Also, you got your shock mounts on the back of the chassis, and then somewhere in all that, you have to have a mounting location for the panhard bar. Well, when I really got to looking at those ladder bars, they are for a long, heavy car. A Charger, an Impala, something like that, a long wheelbase car. So I did go ahead and get another set of ladder bars. They are a street rod slash rat rod ladder bar. They're substantially shorter. But I decided that I wanted those, because I have all the room and I thought it'd be a great look, to mount those new ladder bars. If I could just spot one off the top of my head, have them here somewhere. We know that they are in Wes's One Stall Garage. There they are right there. That's not it. Okay, these new ladder bars are substantially shorter as you can see. But these new ones, I'm going to put on the outside of the chassis. I think it's going to be a great look, and oh my goodness, that frame rail's in the way. So I got these mounts for those that I made a long time ago, and they are going to mount on this inside frame rail, and they will weld right onto there like that. But I can't do that with this outer Chevy S10 frame rail there. So My plan is to cut that back in half and just stretch them apart. Slide this forward. I think I had the measurements at 6 or 8 inches. Then I'm going to slide this inner rail back, re-put them together, and then that'll leave me enough room for this new ladder bar mount to, go on here, except, on that inner frame rail. And this will now be up here. So that way I can mount the new ladder bars, the shorter ones, on the outside of the frame rails. Because the frame's narrower, I've got all the room between the wheel and the frame that I'm ever going to need. So that is what I'm going to use to put those on the outside. That's going to free me up a lot of room to get that pan hard bar in there. And I'll have room for that. Once I get that cut in half, stretched, put back on, I'm going to leave these old ladder bars, they've never been used. I'm going to leave these longer ladder bars on the new frame until I get it stretched and welded back together, because my pinion angle is right, my center line is right, and so once I stretch that out and get it put back together, with all that set straight, I can go ahead and mount the new ladder bars and then cut that out. And at that point, start fabbing up transmission cross member. I mean, I've had the motor in this, but again, the pan was just resting on that cross member for the ladder bars. I think this is going to be a super, super cool ride. I'm guessing maybe the wheelbase is going to go from like 74 inches to maybe somewhere around 80 or 81. I'm thinking that my numbers were right in there. It's already got new upper and lower ball joints, inner and outer tie rod ends, sleeves, sway bar end links. It is a 411 posi, and I've got a new set of gears and an installation kit there, a set of Richmond 323s. Now, this is a 7 5/8 10-bolt rear end, and I know there's a lot of folks that just don't like them, but not this motor, but the one that I'm putting in it. It's probably got 300 horsepower at best. And all the research that I've done on these is that these 7 5/8 rear ends will easily handle 400 horsepower unless you put a set of super sticky tires on them at the drag strip and get that thing to plant. And then you're going to break something. But this is only going to have, at tops, again, 300 horse. And my tub for this, which I'm guessing now probably just you can't see it at all, my fiberglass body is, well, fiberglass. And I don't believe that this thing is going to complete weigh more than about 1,800 pounds. So it's never going to hook up, which is fine with me, because that's all I want to do is, spin some tire, make some noise and some smoke, and I'm just going to be the coolest grandpa on my way to Walmart. Haha. So I'm happy with that rear end. I do have a 350 turbo I'm going to put in it. And in order to make it drivable, I went ahead with those 323 gears. Actually, it's not 323 of them. It's a 323 ratio. So that's what we're going to put in there. I think the rear end is more than strong enough. Modern, S10 suspension up front. Once I get this cut and welded and put back together, get those other ladder bars on, I have to get the body down on it. Now, the body's been on it a couple of times, but not since I put the coilovers on. So these are just tacked on. They need welded in solid. which all this stuff's going to have to be wire brushed and stuff and cleaned up before I can do any more welding on it. But so I'm going to have to cut a hole in the back of the tub, and so I can start making body mounts. It shouldn't really be a big long process to start getting ready to put the body on. I have so many parts for it. There's stuff I'm gonna need, of course, but anyway, it's finally good to get this thing back in the garage and start prepping to do some work on it. I know I'm holding my camera with my hand and it's probably jittering around a little bit. Just wanted to give you guys a walk around of it. Got a hole in my rear end cover. Got a new one right there in that box. I believe that there is not another rat rod like this in my area. I know, though I've been talking about this rat rod for decades. I started it about 10 years ago. And there are other Jeep rat rods on the planet. But this is the only one in this area. And so I'm excited. Two-wheel drive CJ5. And there's nothing like it around here. And it's going to be great. I love it. I love the idea of it. I've been talking about it for years. I've actually started on this one probably 10 years ago. And like I said, with my work, I was, truck driver for years and years, and it just had me away, and it got pushed outside, and I just have not worked on it. That, and my wife is an amazing cook, so I got a little bit fat and happy. Spent a little too much time on the recliner in front of the TV. Tisk, tisk. Okay, so that's gonna do it for now. It is Sunday evening, so I am gonna go inside and I am gonna start editing one of the videos that I should have put up already, and you guys haven't seen it yet. Why? Because I have not edited it. Edited. I haven't fixed it and cut it up yet. So I'm gonna do that, and by the time you guys see this, because I have like 4 videos backed up, so by the time you guys see this on YouTube, it might be in a different shape altogether. All right, guys, my name is Westman. This is my one-stall garage. The name of my rat rod is GASM. It's been GASM for years. It even says so. Let me see if I can tip you up. GASM. It's because every time I look at it, it makes me want to... All right, so it's GASM. We'll see you guys later.